Welcome back to the channel. This is Team 100K Club. Today, I want to talk about being less of a consumer and more of an owner. An owner, you own part of the business. A perfect example is investing in innovative companies. One such company is Commonwealth Brewery and Heineken. If you look at this here is a zero alcohol beer. So I don't even know if you can call it a beer, but I know it tastes just like Heineken, but without the beer. It tastes it. I mean, without the alcohol. And you know, I normally don't endorse products like that, but because I invest in Commonwealth Brewery and I also have shares in Heineken, I figure it's a beer I like, it's a beer I consume. Let me own it too. So I totally endorse this beer. And that is what it's all about, folks. Like I mentioned before, I always say I invest in companies that I use, and that's a prime example right there. So locally, you go and talk to a broker, whether it's CFAL, Fidelity, and you tell them, I want to buy 50 shares of Commonwealth Brewery, or I want to buy 50 shares of Cable Bahamas. It's there. Let's own it. The time has come for ownership. Of course, we can still be consumers, but won't it look different when you walk into a restaurant and you see someone drinking your beer, and you can say, "Oh, I'm part owner of this brand, and this brand pays me dividends every quarter." Big difference, eh? So that is my message to everybody. Let's own the brand. Let's own it. Tastes so good. So yeah, on to the next subject. While we have been known as a country of consumers, I think it's time we change that mindset. Sure, you can say no one taught you about investing, but in this day and age where you have infinite resources, you just need to embrace that and go and research for yourself. You know, basics. You can go to the website and you can see just how many companies they have in their index. You can read up on the financials. You can see what dividends they pay. It's all there. The information is there. So no more excuses. It's time for us to own and not, I mean, we can still be consumers, but you own a part of the company. I'm telling you, it's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. One of the companies I have ownership in is AT&T, and every month when I see the dividends, I'm like, I use this company. You know, whenever I travel, I put in an AT&T SIM. I use that when I go to the US, even Canada. I use AT&T. Beautiful feeling. So folks, there you have it. Well, let's become honest. Let me know in the comments, or you can reach out to me on Facebook and just get the conversation going. I'm here to help. I want us to be honest. It's about time that we leave not bills, but we leave wealth behind when we pass on. It's, I hate seeing people having to do a cookout or having to raise funds to help bury a loved one. No, not anymore. We are going to create generational wealth. People have been doing it for centuries, and it just passed on and down and down and down. We have a few behemoths do it now, People criticize and people look at some behemoths differently because their parents did it for them and their grandparents. I had a chance to work with a gentleman by the name of Bradley Roberts. And I didn't, I always knew he was a part of the Sunshine Boys, but I didn't understand the total role of whatnot, of his part in there. It was only upon his death when there was a write-up, and someone with intimate knowledge, they shared that these group of guys came together. So maybe they had humble beginnings, but they came together and they decided that they would pool their money together and create this Sunshine Group. And basically, after probably years of pooling their money, then they decide to invest. And if you look at that company today, the amount of things they're in, insurance, real estate, you name it. But let's just wind back and examine where they came from. So it's not like they had this wealth already. 5 or 6 guys got together and decided to pool whatever extra income they had to create this group. This is what we need to do. Sometimes, the struggle to go alone when you can get 10 of your best friends or 10 interested persons and you invest you pool your money together, and then you say, okay, there's a commercial building there. We have enough for a down payment. Let's buy this building. Then you rent it out, and then the income comes in, and you're able to pay your mortgage, and you're able to put money aside for another investment. Let's build generational wealth. That's all I have today. See you at the top.